you just because I got a job. And that is the same go along, get along gang mindset that makes successful black men that come from the hood never come back. You have this broken, weak mentality that the only thing you identify as real is some black male who's broke, struggling in the hood, and that then went to jail. And if that's your ideal of what a black male is, fuck you, fuck the white boys that indoctrinated you with that, because you a stupid some bitch. And not all of us got to go to jail to be men. Nigga, do you know how hard it is to persevere, keep your head low, and make it through the hood? No, you don't. That's why you sitting here talking that hood shit. And that stupid weak ass punk boy. Because all the niggas I know that done went to prison and done came home from all them long beers, they say, man, I wish I could have did it like you. Boy, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you don't crash out and slap one of these niggas when I know you can. I don't know how you just let these niggas, boy, look at here, I can't do it. They have a different mindset, a different temperament. It's a mindset, you stupid motherfucker. You can overcome anything. Didn't people overcome slavery? Didn't people overcome concentration camps and all kind of shit? Some people survived, sir. And it's no disrespect to nobody. Don't try to down me just because you have your situation. I was in the same situation. Why do all black males have to come with this validation hood story? Yeah, I sold that thing. Yeah, I shot that thing. Yeah, I went to jail. Yeah, I'm a part of this group. Yeah, I got this rag. Yeah, I'm OG such and such. I'm real. Let me tell you what that does for you in the real world. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. And your existence would be extinct if the black community didn't have a no snitch clause. Why you think you can't carry your ass to the white community and do nothing to nobody? Because as soon as your ass hit the neighborhood watch is calling the goddamn police. Our community harbor fugitives because people that's not in the streets, they still too scared to tell what they saw. But in order to have a good community, good people that are not in the streets, y'all gonna have to have a come to Jesus moment because kids are getting shot now. These street niggas don't know how to keep it in the street. These street niggas don't know how to not go to a damn club and shoot up innocent goddamn people. These new street niggas don't care if your baby just had Similac or not. Soon as they see the op, they spring. So this street shit is over and played out. This is now just genocide. And it ain't blaming it on nobody else. It's genocide. And we have to get trades and coding back in this school to give these little boys opportunity and something to do. Fuck you talking about, boy. That's why they watch me. I tell the truth. You don't say nothing. You're a dummy.
Or you might have came across like whatever, like, you know what I mean, and got a lot of views. Like me, a lot of the people in this sector have been here longer than me. You know what I mean? I haven't been here that long as you know, some others.
Who gives a fuck?
But I know for a fact. I just know for a fact, bro. Like if you wasn't a basketball player, you wouldn't have got that. And then the people say, oh well,
I've been hearing that shit all my life, bitch ass nigga. I keep telling you, mamas. Come here, ladies. Come here. Come on, ladies. Come here. I'm talking to all the mamas and all the fathers that's in their kids' life and love their kids. The real men and women, right? These are the mentality of men that kill your sons. This mentality right here. If you overcome and beat the hood and you take your kid and raise him as a black male in a middle class life, the way they get your kid to identify with this hood crap is they make him feel less than because you made it out the hood. This is a demonic mindset that we have, that if a young black boy is their parents, what is the point of a black family persevering to try to reach the American dream When our culture says the only thing that makes you a real black person is if you've been to jail and if you kill Negroes and if you real by way of a prison system that make you a slave first. And you say that Kanye West was wrong, that we still not in slavery, when he was trying to say that your mind is still enslaved because you're still going through the 13th Amendment, calling yourself a man once you get through it. Still think I'm crazy? Got you niggas fighting about corners that you don't pay for, you don't own. It's in the worst neighborhoods. You piss in the elevators, you piss on the ground, you throw trash on the motherfucker, but you would die for it. You throw trash on the same corner that you would die for. Little kids can cut their goddamn own foot on the glass that you throw down from the bottle that you drink.
Now tell me this don't sound like me, even to the genocide.
Piss all in the alleys that little kids can't even walk by. But you will die for this block and you will blame the white man for your condition.
This is why I'm taping this, because what he said now I've been saying.
See, our black community got a chokehold on goodness. This is a battle between good and evil.
Period.
It got a chokehold on the good. A middle-class black boy don't stand a chance. He gonna get ate up by the gang. So what does he do? He either try to hide and stay away from black people and only hang around white people, and they call him a sellout, or either he go around black people and that little boy end up doing life in the chain gang, because that little boy trying to prove something so bad that these niggas from the actual hood will get that boy to be a gangster nigga to the core, to prove himself to motherfuckers that's looking up to him in real life, that wish they was the nigga in that household having Fruit Loops and Cheerios and all kind of shit, the real version of cereal and shit. This shit's sad what we do to ourselves while still pointing the finger at somebody else. How many of you look at middle class men that grow up in households as real men? The first thing you call them where I came from is he a bitch ass nigga. See, if any of you did your homework, see, we've been brainwashed so much by white folks to look at the athletes, look at the celebrities. That's why they gave you that word celebrity. So you don't look at them while they control your celebrities. You don't look at the people who paying the celebrities. You're looking at the celebrities. And now you got such a disdain for the celebrity that you don't even know, motherfucker, I came up in a worse situation than you. But because I persevered that situation, you try to separate the room and try to stand on my shoulders and make it seem like you for the people because you struggling. Well, goddamn it, if you still struggling at your age, it was something that you didn't do, sir. Because I can't help what the family I was born into. But the one goddamn thing that 70-year-old man told me, you can lay down and cry about it, or you can get your ass up every day and do the work, and you can control your outcome. And I believe what he said. And guess what? So if you believe something, you can achieve something. And I did it. So maybe you should teach that message to your children and stop teaching them this bullshit you're doing right now. All this boule and real and fake and this and that. It's decision-making and mindset, you weak punk bitch. I guarantee you, if we did a synopsis of your life and we dissect the good parts and the bad parts, there was a road that you crossed that you went left when you should have went right. It's decision-making and mindset. Nobody ever said this shit was going to be easy. I never thought I was going to grow up with a murderous daddy, end up in a homeless shelter, end up on welfare and government cheese lines. I never thought that was going to happen. But I knew one thing. When I got the ball, I wasn't going to fumble. And I've been holding this shit in the road since 14. Despite what anybody say. You should have tried to be a man instead of being a character that you are. Instead of trying to be a real nigga. See, I never tried to be none of that. I had too many examples, and shout out to my brothers. I'm sorry they had to go through prison sentences for me to learn. But see, I'm a visual learner. And I saw one try it. And I saw two try it. This love of the streets. and I saw 3 try it. This love of the streets. And I saw 4 try it. This love of the streets. And I saw 5 try it. And all 5 was a slave at one point. And all 5 came back and said, hey, if they would have glorified that shit and made it like a badge of honor, I couldn't wait to go. I'd have been like, me next, motherfucker. Then my brother came back home and said, that's animal shit. That ain't the place you want to be. I was whipping their ass for only calling me a number. The bitch wouldn't even call me a name, telling me to take my clothes off. I'm knocking them out. I'm going to the hole for 2 years. I almost went insane in the hole. He said, I went crazy, came back to reality, talked to myself, I went crazy. See, those are the shit you need to tell these young boys. My brother went insane in the hole for 2 years straight. He was in lockup, solitary confinement. Because he wasn't going to let nobody just call him a number. They raise you up like cattle in there. And they give you little trinkets, let you out for a few days, let you out to go cut the grass. You think they doing you a favor. Yeah, man, I'm on the work detail. Shit, I can travel all through the prison, nigga. I run this shit, nigga. Yeah, nigga. I guess that rat that's on the rat wheel think he run that shit too. Message. Okay. Let me say that for you one more time. I guess that rat that's running that goddamn hamster wheel, that hamster that's running on that wheel, or that rat, I guess he think he run that situation too. Okay. And there's no disrespect to any street nigga, because you should never disrespect your ancestors by calling yourself that. You are a man. You ain't no street bitch, you a woman. Too many ancestors fought and died for you to call yourself a man or a woman. They thought we was half a human, remember? So the ancestors fought and died for us to call ourselves men and women, and we turn right back around and slap them in the face by calling ourselves real niggas? Real bitches? Y'all gotta stop this fake love for the hood and disrespecting everybody that make it out the hood. That's sad. What is the point for these women's sons to aspire to be great and listen to mama? Mama not telling them to go to prison. Mama not telling them to be gangster. Mama not telling them to do none of that. Mama telling them to go to school, get an education, get in a clean job. And you weak punk niggas that keep telling them, some of you, keep telling them to be gangster. Keep telling them you ain't real. Skip school. Nigga, you talking like a white boy. All that to go in there and listen to a white boy. Hey boy, take your clothes off. Go to one of these jails in Georgia. I done visit all of them to go visit my brothers. They done been to Reedsville, Alto, every last one of them. You name them, they done been to all these jails and prison. Autry State Prison, I know all of them. Alto, all of them. If I didn't say that already. I know all of them. I used to make the guards, man, pull up there in my Rolls Royce. Until I found out my brother had to beat up 6, 7 niggas about that. So then I pulled back up in the Chevy. But it's sad, man. It's sad the way we love this violence and this negativity in our culture. White men can just be proud of their accomplishments. Yeah, I went to college, I went to school, got my doctorate. Yeah, come from a 2-parent household. My mom is a dentist. My dad was a certified welder, electrician. Or my dad is a doctor, a neurosurgeon, and my mom is a dentist. Yeah, come from a good family. If it's in the black community, my dad is, he's a doctor, and my mom is a lawyer. Oh, bitch ass, weak ass, punk nigga. Shit, you ain't real. You don't know us, nigga. You don't identify with us, nigga. Oh, fake ass shit. Nigga, look at you with your little pretty. You a lawyer, nigga. You ain't real with us. Nigga, you ain't down with us. That's how we do our blacks. That's how we do our blacks. But is somebody else the fault for our sickness? And we can't even look at another black person and see what success look like and appreciate it? We want everybody in the hood. We don't even want what white people want. It's more white people that help Negroes get out the hood than black people. Black people see you moving up, some of you, because I'm not like that. And it's a lot of us that's not like that. But it's a gangster sector or it's a weak-minded sector that as soon as another black male moving up, immediately that's the enemy. That's competition. Who taught you boys that? Who taught you boys that? I don't see a sector of white people on the YouTube arguing with each other like this, calling each other out. You fake. You especially when the message is positive. Colin and Trey. Shit. Fuck that Colin shit. Fuck that Colin. I'm gonna call you out today. Damn that Trey. Fuck the Colin.
That's why they gave you the key to the city, brother, behind your head.
If this don't a sector of unskilled males, and I don't know what it is, mamas, we have to save the next group of sons so they're not 40 and 50 years old counting men's pocket like this, mamas. Mamas, we don't want these men counting pockets no more. We don't. It is an embarrassment for 40-something-year-old men to worry about super chats that women and men are given with their own sound mind and body. That is a sickness in these people.